Hi, my name is Jesse, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Visual Basic for applications. So I guess the first question you might have is like, why? And I guess the way I think about that is the same way I think about when people ask about math and stuff. It's like, why am I going to need this? And the answer is you're not if you don't know how. But if you do know how, you're probably going to find a lot of useful ways that can save you time. And Visual Basic for applications, I guess there's three scenarios that I would think that you'd use it for. One is you can make custom functions for your Excel sheets, so like the little ones that you write in sum of this and multiply that. If you have something more complicated, you can create your own functions that have any inputs and manipulate the page. Another thing you can do is interact with other applications. So like you can pull information from an Access database is one thing I use it for a lot. Or you can scrape internet web pages and collect data and put it in your spreadsheet. And then the other reason is just to manipulate more complicated things and automate stuff within your sheets. All right, enough rambling. So here we are in Excel. And the first thing you're going to want to do is check up here and see if you have this developer tab. So if you don't, you want to right click anywhere up here and do customize the ribbon and check over here. You can get the developer tab. In there you can click on Visual Basic. That brings up the Visual Basic editor. And in here you have 4 different sections. And this first one shows you which workbooks you have open and each page. And then these other things in here are plugins and stuff. This down here shows you the properties, and if you don't have that, you can go up here to View, Properties window, and then over here you have your code, and that changes based on what you click over here. And then this intermediate window is output for debugging and stuff. So you can write code in 3 places. You can put it on a sheet, you can put it on the workbook itself, or you can add in here, insert. So I right clicked, I go to insert and then module. And so the module, you can give it a name. And you can put code in here. So it does matter slightly where you put the code depending on what kind of code it is. So if you're writing a custom function, it needs to go in a module. If you're writing, there's a few key things that you can write if you want to get event handlers for like when the workbook opens, you'd want to do that here. Or if you want to access things that are in a sheet, it's easier to do that, put the code on the sheet. So we're going to do something really simple. You can write 2 types of code blocks, I guess. You can write a function or you can write a subroutine. So first thing, subroutine just has some code in it and a function returns a value. So we'll just write a subroutine. So you write sub and then we'll call it new sub. So that's the name. If you hit enter, it automatically fills some stuff in for you. And then you can write here cells, and then it has all pop up, it helps you out. So cells, you write row first, so we can do 2, 3. Second row, third column equals, we'll just say 5. So now that we've done that, you can check out over here. If you put your mouse anywhere, your cursor anywhere inside this sub, you can click this little play button and you can see the 5 comes up over here. So we can delete the 5. And now there's a couple other ways you can access this. If we close this, you can actually click this macros button and run that macro. See, it's attached to the sheet1.newSub. That'll put the 5 back. And then the other thing is you can insert these different buttons and stuff. So the simplest one is this form controls button. And when you put that down, it makes you select a macro to attach to it. So you can select that, select your macro, and then here it is. Right now it's in edit mode, so you can delete that and give it a name. And now if you click on that, it'll run the macro and it'll put the 5. So if you want to get rid of this, you have to right click on it and then click off of it, and then I'll select it, and then you can click delete. So we'll delete that. So that's all we'll do for the first video. Hopefully something more interesting in the next video.